After 14 updates, it's gotta be fixed now. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we are headed back to Wolcen, the Lords of Mayhem, and their 1.0.14.0 patch. Yes, this is their 14th update that they have for this game. So part of my Wolcen series is we'll go over the entire patch, then I will log into the game and I will let you know, is this game fixed yet? But first, if you're new here, welcome. Here at Action RPG, I stream, I do tech reviews, I cover major gaming news, but the big portion of this channel, all things Action RPG. So if you grew up loving the Diablo series, if you're a fan of top-down isometric hack and slash style games, you are in the right place. So please consider subscribing and supporting smaller channels. Alright, let's break down this 14th patch. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below. Here we go. By the way, my voice sounds ultra raspy because right now I'm fighting strep throat. And it's not very fun. Now onto the video. Okay, so let's jump right into this. So as I am reading this, I'm going to take breaks to sip my tea. Because again, I have strep throat and it is hard to talk for a long time. Alright. Right now we're on Wolcen's forum. This is patch notes 1.0.14.0. General fixes. Fix an item duplication glitch with the jeweler window. Fix an issue that saved the quest progression on the party leader to other players who had a lower progression. Dumb. Fix an issue causing the friend list button to disappear after changing the window resolution. Dumb. Fix an issue preventing summoned creatures from disappearing when their owner player leaves the game. Improve performance in dungeons, added visuals to chapter transition loading screens. Okay. User interface. Fix an issue causing 0 to be displayed as a valid FPS limit in the game settings. Fix font issues after switching the game's language. Fixed cropped text in the Champion of Stormfall UI. Improved the key rebinding alert message clarity, fixed an issue causing game information on the main menu, game mode, and quest progression to disappear when changing resolution. Okay, let me comment on the first two, which was general and user interface. Nothing in there was a major fix. I'm glad that they continue to fix bugs, which is good. They need to fix these bugs as they prolong the game, but so far they haven't covered any of the major issues that are plaguing this game. Let's continue. Gameplay. Fix an issue where chest dropped lower tier weapons than expected. Okay, that's good. That happens all the time. Fix an issue while using Warpath where the player was stuck in place instead of following the mouse cursor. Fix an issue causing Blood of Blood, Feed on Pain, buff to icon remain visible on screen after duration of effect. Don't use the skill, not sure. Fix a bug that prevented Bulwark of Dawn's buff duration to be refreshed properly when another instance of the skill was already active on the ground. Fix the Gates of Fate bonuses to summon monsters damage not being properly applied. I hope that is true. When I log into the game later, we will test that. Fix an issue causing chests and lootables to drop an invalid quantity of items for specific types. This will not affect the average number of items you will drop, it will just be spread more logically. Fix a bug where darkness points would always be displayed as 0 in the tooltip associated with life's movement speed. Remove the erroneous line in the tooltip of the Gate of Fate's node, Furious Appetite, which stated that the willpower generation was also changed to rage generation instead. The tooltip now properly reflects the gameplay effect of this node, which only changes willpower natural generation in natural rage generation instead. Okay, whatever. Health computation formula has been tweaked for percentages, Malice of the Gates of Fate's nodes, Sacrifice of Flesh, and an Endless Litany. Health bonuses will now be properly taken into account, which should help this effect feel more logical. Okay, that's good. Fix an issue where resource generation magic effects would reduce rage and willpower generation from skills like Wings of Ishmir and Sovereign Shout instead of improving it as it does for rage and willpower generated through basic attacks. Bonuses to status ailments duration like Serpentine Affinity from the Gates of Fate are now correctly displayed both in the character sheet and the active skill modifiers. I really hope the summoning thing is true. Expeditions. Fix an issue causing parts of randomly generated levels to be missing. That happens all the time. Fix an issue preventing expedition portals to spawn after killing the boss. That hasn't happened to me, but I'm sure it does. Network. Fix an issue allowing the creation of unlimited number of characters. Fix an issue preventing players from connecting to online mode, displaying friend list errors. There's been so many problems with friends lists and connecting with friends in this game. It's unbelievable. Audio. I'm not going to read through the audio. It's on the screen. I'm going to link this in the description below if you want to read through the audio parts. And then localization. Okay. So, not happy. Okay. I mean, I'm happy because my character might be a whole lot stronger once I log into the game. But what has really been plaguing this game is server issues, input lag, just lag in general when you're playing the game. Being able to play this game with more than 2 people. Normally, once you get a group of 3, it either lags you out or you just continually get disconnected. Like, those are big, big problems. Let's look at some comments. So this was created and came out 1 day and 11 hours ago. I'm like really late to cover this. I normally cover Wolcen updates immediately, but I literally couldn't get out of bed the last 3 days. Good patch. Keep at least this kind of quality bug fix patching and the game has a slight chance to be saved. Okay. Excellent. Thanks. Good job. 3 gigabytes for this patch is rough. There's not any hint integrated. Economy refresh start and seasons when. It's gonna be a while. Fix spawns please. Still have enemies spawning off and under the map. Worst bug in the game right now. It happens all the time. All the time. He's never seen it. Hope the new city brings a lot new content, maybe a new equipment slot, gear to be unlocked like hand bracelet, arm bracelet, teeth of monsters on ear. Wait, no way. Okay. Wolcen Studios. I don't want to alarm you, okay? But you put out this patch a day and a half ago, and only 7 people commented on it. 7. When this game dropped on Steam, it was generating 100,000 players on its servers. That's why it crashed it. Patch 14, 7 comments. Not good. Not good. Okay. Let me log into the game, and we will take a look if Wolcen is fixed yet. I doubt it. Okay, I have now been playing Wolcen Lords of Mayhem 1.0.14 for 3 hours, okay? And I have fairly a good amount of information to report. A lot of the game is exactly the same. A lot of the bugs are exactly the same. Have some improved. Yes. Are the ones that drive people nuts improved? No. Okay? So, let me start with this. What drives people nuts is not being able to play with friends. It's probably the #1 thing you see on the forums. I play this game by myself? No problem. I play with my wife? No problem. Play with 2 friends? you start to have a problem. You try to play with 3 friends, and the game is practically unplayable. So I haven't mentioned it in my previous videos, but anytime I do a Wolcen test, I'll actually log in with 3 of my buddies to see if the game feels any better, and it's not. So even after this update, it is still almost impossible to play with 3 of your friends. And if you are trying to play with 2 of your friends, that's normally fine, but the game still bogs down a little bit. Right now, the sweet spot for this is if you want to play with you and 1 other person. So 2 people to a party. I know it totally sucks, but it's just kind of where we're at right now. Now, again, this character on the screen right here is my summoning character, and it is my main build with my 3 punishers on the screen. Now, they said that they fixed summoner's damage nodes in the Gates of Fate. So if you look at the Gates of Fate, here's the entire thing. And this little part right here is the nodes for summonings, okay? 10% damage, 15% damage, 15% damage, and 10% damage. So these 4 nodes give 50% increased damage to your summons. Now, if you would have asked me this 2 days ago how those nodes work, the answer would be 0, because they did not apply any damage increase to the characters that you have summoned, your minions, okay? Things have changed out of the Gates of Fate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run forward a little bit, and all I'm going to do is cast Anomaly and Plague Burst. I'm not going to use Annihilation, my skill at all. I'm just going to let my 3 punishers do the damage, and this is on an Expedition 124. I know 124 is not very high, okay? I get that. I just kind of picked something around in the middle, because I know not everybody's at endgame, and then there's some people still starting. This is just my summons. I am not doing any of the hitting. Just my punishers. Come and get me. See this one summoning following me? So really it was really 2 of them shooting him the whole time. But not bad, right? Compared to what it used to be. It used to be they really don't do a whole lot of damage. They're kind of just meat shields for you. Let's try these guys. So much better than if I want to shoot. Good night. It's pretty cool. Okay. That makes me feel happy. Now, things that have happened to me personally in the 3 hours that I have been playing. You're probably not going to believe me. I've been kicked out of the game. Not kicked out, I'm sorry. I've been kicked out of the game twice. Okay? One of the times I logged in, literally just like my last video, I log in and I'm like stuck in the middle screen. So I have to exit and then rejoin. And then a 4th time, the game was so laggy, I logged out, restarted my computer, and then it fixed it. Now the lag, could it be my internet? Maybe. Could it be peak time so there's a lot of people on the network? Maybe. Is it maybe my PC is getting too hot? Maybe. Or maybe it's the game sucks. I don't know. We'll see. 4 times in 3 hours. It's not very good. It is not very good. So like, in that point, nothing has changed. Now, talking with my friends, we tested every single node that they said they fixed to see if it actually does what it's supposed to do. And I was the one that obviously tested summons, and I can tell you 100% they do. So that's good. Okay? So everything that they fixed is actually fixed. Other than that, all the normal bugs, it's hard to click on stuff, you continuously get kicked out of the game, you still can't play with your entire party of friends. None of that stuff has unfortunately changed. Now, also on top of that, they haven't added any new content, which we're actually really not asking for any new content right now. We're just asking them to fix the game so it is playable for us. Like, make it where it is a finished product. I've had a lot of people tell me, do you remember Diablo 3 at the beginning? It was an absolute disaster. Now that is, of course, true. And Wolcen Studios is nowhere near as big as Diablo. I've actually read as small as 13 to 15 people are working on this title, which if that's really the case, I mean, this game's fantastic if that's really how many people are only working on it. So, you know, I do continue to play this game. I continue to support it by making content. I have faith that in the future this game could be a playable, strong contender in the action RPG universe. But they're running out of time. And when I say they're running out of time, it's because Lost Ark coming to the West, Project TL is going to be coming to beta, Path of Exile 2, Diablo 4. I mean, you are talking about some huge heavy hitters in the action RPG universe are going to be coming. So, and then you've seen other the new up-and-comers that we didn't even know about. The Ascent that was part of the Xbox Live event, which is another one that we didn't even know about, which is based upon Core Punk. So, Core Punk universe. Lots of ARPGs coming. And a lot of people have reached out to me like, hey, I need a new action RPG. And normally if they're looking for something free, I always say Path of Exile. But if you're looking for one that you pay for, there really isn't that much. Are you going to go play D3? It's old. You're going to go play Grim Dawn? It's not that old, but it's still old. You know, you're going to go play PoE? Sure, you can go play it, but I mean, that is like the professional grade, and you're not going to know what the heck you're doing. You know, if you're looking more traditional, it's Wolcen. Man, they just got to fix this little stuff. I'm sorry, not little stuff. They need to fix these big gaping problems. Stop the servers from crashing. Like, I don't know what you have to do to fix it. I can't even give you advice on how to fix it. But like, number one, allow us to stay in the game we want to play. I don't know if there's anything more agitating than grinding through 2 floors of Expedition and then getting kicked out of the game. Oh my gosh. Or you have finally coordinated to play with your friends. Can't do it. The game's too laggy. Like, that stuff just really, really sucks. But I am still supporting you, even though you upset me almost nightly. But you must have heard me because you fixed my summons. So that makes me happy, because now my character is stronger. I can hang with the big boys. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about for this video. If you have any questions about the update, you can email me directly. You could join my Discord. Action RPG now has an official Discord where we break down all the different games. We got a growing community of members that are active in chat every day, so please consider joining or leave a comment in the description below if you are seeing anything funky about this game. And I left out all the weird stuff, you know, the chest drop, and you can't click on the items, or the guys are floating in air, or they're in the ground. All that stuff still happens. So if that's the stuff, I know about it. But anything off the wall, or like, dude, this happens to me every single night, leave that in the comments below. All right. Stay home. Stay safe. Join the Discord. Aaron out.